Hello. This week I wanted to do another, what I eat in a week for dinners, but I was feeling the need for a theme. Many moons ago, I used to get HelloFresh, and whenever I would get a recipe that I really liked, I would keep the card. I could go through the cards that I have and try to recreate as best as I can some of my favorite dishes. I have my cards right here. Come on this journey with me. Today, I want to do a creamy chive chicken with lemony rice and roasted broccoli. How good does that look? However, I think that I don't feel like I want rice tonight. So I think it's gonna be like a chicken and veg kind of night. And I don't have any broccoli, but I do have asparagus. So I'm swapping out. The dish is changing kind of a lot, but the guts of it is the inspiration. And I'm also using boneless, skinless thighs. This I think calls for a breast, but I'm a legs and thighs girl. I'm gonna roast my chicken. Got my chicken ready to go into the oven. I am roasting this at 375. A couple of these are pretty large thighs, so I might be doing this for like 45, 50 minutes. It's fine though. Thighs are very hard to overcook. And I'm keeping the seasoning on these very minimal. There is just olive oil, salt, and pepper on here. I'm prepping this chicken for the entire week, which will make my life a lot easier in the coming days. The chicken is just finishing up in the oven, so I'm starting on everything else. Over back here, I have my asparagus that I'm just pan frying in some olive oil, salt, pepper, and lemon juice until they are nice and tender. In this pan, I've got some water, a little bit of better than bouillon chicken, and some Dijon mustard that I'm just going to heat up and kind of let this come up to a little bit of a boil. It's gonna thicken a little bit. And I'm a sauce girl, so I kind of like doubled the sauce because I like to get lost in the sauce, I forgot that this also gets a squeeze of lemon juice, and I'll put the rest of the lemon back in here. This has been thickening up and at a little bit of a boil, reducing down for maybe like 3 or 4 minutes. So I'm gonna take it off the heat and let this cool just for a second slightly before I add the other stuff. Finish this sauce off. I'm going to put in a couple of fat dollops of sour cream. Work this in, season her up with some salt and pepper and some chives. Fun fact, these chives are the only thing that survived from my herb garden from last year. So I'm glad they're doing me this solid right now because I didn't have any. Look at this sauce. It is thick and velvety. Spoon the sauce all over. A princess. I think she looks good. Of course, it's not, there's no rice, and this is asparagus, not broccoli, and that's a chicken thigh, but like, I think I did all right, So there's dinner. Got the bite. That sauce is so good. Dang, now I kind of wish I did have rice because that would be really good over rice. I'll see you tomorrow. Tonight, I'm feeling balsamic tomato and herb chicken over buttery spaghetti. I don't have to do too much because I cooked all my chicken yesterday, so having some of that chicken, I have the oven preheating so I can throw that in there to reheat, but also I'm going to melt some cheese on it. And I gotta throw my pasta on and just make the balsamic sauce. We're good to go. Oops. I don't know why I thought you were looking at this chicken. Sorry. Pan, little bit of some nonstick spray, my cold chicken, little bit of the Italian seasoning on here. I'm just gonna throw it in the oven until it's warmed through and sizzling. Then I'm gonna finish it off with some like shredded mozzarella. I felt like I needed a vegetable, so before I start the sauce in here, I'm just cooking off some asparagus, some lemon. I'm gonna start the sauce, have this on like a medium-low heat, olive oil, get my tomatoes. Into here, gonna put my balsamic vinegar. Stir this around and let it thicken. That looks good to me. Ooh, it's nice and thick and really
jammy. Gonna take this off the heat and add some butter and some chopped parsley to finish it off.
And that's it. There's my sauce. It's really jammy and luxurious looking and feeling. I'm excited.
Just grab my chicken out of the, what do you call that? The oven. And I'm just going to top it with some mozzarella, stick it back in the oven, get that nice and melty. I think we'll put a little bit of the parsley on here too. I decided against the garlic butter noodles and I just went butter. And I put some salt, pepper, and the rest of my parsley in here. My chicken and my very reduced sauce.
My sauce, well, I guess I should have topped it with some cheese and some more seasoning, but the seasoning is a little too strong for me, so I opt out of it. I still think she looks good. Good enough to eat. Didn't want to put it in there for the reveal, but like, can't forget about my asparagus. I'd say the most important thing we did here was the sauce, so I'm excited to give that a quick try right now before I go and become an animal with this food. That sauce is so good. Ooh, it is tangy from that vinegar. It's delicious, and those tomatoes, so sweet. This would be really good to make during tomato season, which it's not here right now, but that's really good. Another HelloFresh winner. I have got to go devour this, but I'll see you tomorrow. Hi, it's Saturday. Something came up and I wasn't able to finish this video out, but I'm glad that at least I got a couple of recipes out there for you, and I wanted to show you the rest of the cards that I was going to make, and then some of my other favorites, because hopefully you can get some inspiration from these, even though I didn't make them. Cheesy French onion chicken with garlic bread and lemony roasted carrots. I was gonna say potatoes. Nope. Delicious. I love French onion anything, so that was a winner. Lemony spaghetti with Brussels sprouts and panko. Delish. Love a good pasta dish. And za'atar crusted grilling cheese, which I take as halloumi with sumac roasted vegetables over couscous. I think this is where my love of Israeli couscous came to life. This is so good, and I love halloumi cheese. It's difficult to find, at least where I am, but they do sell it at Costco, so thank you. Some of my other ones that I have, sweet ginger pork chops with rice and, what is that, string beans? I'm not a pork girl too much, so I used chicken when I made this. Delicious. Hoisin honey chicken, love it. Another one, so delicious. You can probably see kind of a theme. Mushu pork bowls, same thing. I used chicken, and I'm pretty sure I've also tried this with beef. Delicious. Red cabbage okonomiyaki fritters. It's like a cabbage pancake. It's so good. Beef bulgogi meatballs, sesame soy beef bowls. Again, chicken is all right. I've made it both ways. And banh mi style chicken tacos. So, yeah. Hopefully you got a little something from this video. I'm sorry that I had to cut it short, but I just couldn't finish this one out. What's something that you had for dinner this week? Let me know. As you can see, I dig all around for inspiration because planning dinner is hard and I need help. I'll see you in the next one.